Hello, everyone, and welcome to Geopolitical Trends, where truth matters. In the grand theater of global geopolitics, nations craft strategies that echo throughout history. In this video, I'm going to unravel for you China's masterstroke in safeguarding its economic sovereignty against the vulnerabilities of the Malacca Strait. In the intricate dance of global geopolitics, the strategic positioning of nations, particularly in terms of economic security, plays a pivotal role in shaping the future. As a geopolitical analyst, my curiosity often leads me to ponder the strategic moves of global powers, especially China, in safeguarding its economic interests against potential vulnerabilities. One such critical point of interest is the Malacca Strait, a slender maritime corridor that has become synonymous with economic vulnerability for China. Let the journey begin with a lesson from history, shall we? Beijing, observing the disintegration of the USSR, vowed to chart a distinct course, learning from the pitfalls that ensnared Gorbachev's Soviet Union. Drawing lessons from history, particularly the downfall of the Soviet Union under Mikhail Gorbachev's leadership, Beijing has been meticulously crafting a path that diverges significantly from the fate that befell the USSR. This strategic foresight is rooted in the governance and economic policies adopted during the era of Deng Xiaoping, a period marked by transformative reforms that shaped China's destiny today. Deng Xiaoping's tenure was characterized by a pragmatic approach that avoided the imitation of Western models of success, which was starkly different from Gorbachev's attempt at reforming the Soviet Union through the economic model of perestroika, which led to its eventual collapse. Xiaoping's vision was to maintain a tight grip on governance while simultaneously opening up China's economy, a strategy that propelled the nation, China that is, into becoming an industrial steamroller. However, China's impressive rise and industrial expansion brought with it a significant dependence on foreign oil, making it one of the world's largest oil importers. This heavy reliance on oil imports, predominantly through the Strait of Malacca, led to what is now known as, and I put this in quote, the Malacca Dilemma. This strategic checkpoint, closely watched by US allies such as Singapore, presents a potential threat to China's energy security, particularly in time of geopolitical tensions. To mitigate this vulnerability, the Chinese government has embarked on an ambitious quest to diversify its energy import routes. The developments of overland pipelines, such as the Kazakhstan-China and the Myanmar-Yunnan pipelines, exemplified China's strategic maneuvering to reduce its dependence on the Malacca Strait. These initiatives not only secured China's energy imports from the Caspian region and the Bay of Bengal, but also illustrate Beijing's commitment to ensuring its economic machine remains well-oiled, irrespective of maritime vulnerabilities. The concept of constructing a canal across the Kra Isthmus in southern Thailand represents another strategic leap towards bypassing the Malacca Strait. This ambitious project, reminiscent of the US Panama Canal, would provide China with a direct maritime route, significantly reducing the risk associated with the strait. However, the geopolitical complexities and the substantial financial investments required for such a project present formidable challenges. Furthermore, the developments of the Gwadar-Zhenjiang pipeline stands as a testament to China's strategic depth, offering a direct link to the Middle Eastern oil supplies. This route, while more costly, ensures an uninterrupted energy flow to fuel China's industrial behemoth, safeguarding it against potential crisis in the Malacca Strait. Then comes the Indian factor. As Ankur Kundu argued in his article, Malacca Strait, China's strategic chokepoint. In maritime knowledge, he argued that over the years, China has had a lot of territorial disputes with most of its South Asian neighbors, most notably among them being India. Even though China is a much larger economy, the only regional country that can remotely rival it is India. Both countries have a huge standing armed forces which often engages in minor scrimmages. The Indian Navy has developed a naval port in the Indian islands of Andaman and Nicobar. What's interesting is that these islands are in close proximity to Malacca Strait and could well be used to cut off the vital shipping route in times of war, stagnating the Chinese economy. India has been enjoying this strategic advantage over China for decades now, but this is soon going to change. China has been built on infrastructure, investments, and manufacturing. India has barely scratched the surface on all three. India began its economic reform in the early 1990s, more than a decade after China. But in the last quarter century, China has accelerated its economy while India has weakened comparatively. Here is my conclusion for you. China's multi-branched strategy to circumvent the vulnerabilities posed by the Malacca Strait is a fascinating study in geopolitical strategy and economic foresight. Through a combination of infrastructure, developments, strategic partnership, and innovative solutions, China is steadfastly securing its economic lifeline, ensuring that its rise as a global power remain unimpeded by geographical checkpoints. As the global geopolitical landscape continues to evolve, the strategic moves of nations like China will undoubtedly shape the contour of international relations and economic security for years to come. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. As always, remember, geopolitics impact your daily life in more ways than one. Thank you.